Money is power, but wealth is freedom. And when you learn to lead your money like a CEO, you don't just make income. You build influence that lasts. Welcome to From Corporate to CEO, hosted by the Power Move Collective. I'm your host, Nandy B, and this is your daily podcast that proves that you don't have to resign in order to rise. Here, ambitious women like yourself learn how to leverage your paycheck, your skills, and your corporate career to launch and grow your own business. And in just 10 minutes every day, I'll share power moves that will turn your 9-to-5 into your greatest investor. Make sure, however, that you hit subscribe so that you never miss an episode. With that said, let's get on with today's episode. Welcome back, ladies, and congratulations, because we have made it to the final episode of week 8, which is all about managing your money like a CEO. Oh my God, happy Friday, ladies. This has been quite a week. So we are talking about how to really look at money in your business. We've shifted your entire relationship with money. You went from thinking like an employee, waiting to get paid, to operating like a CEO, deciding exactly where your money goes. You learn how to build a profit plan that brings clarity. You learn how to pay yourself first consistently and confidently. You learn how to protect your business with a financial cushion. And most importantly, you learn how to turn your paycheck into assets that create wealth flow. And today, we are wrapping it all together with the mindset and the mission behind all of it. I started by sharing a little bit of that yesterday, but let's talk about it. The mindset behind all of this is legacy. Because wealth isn't just about the money you make, it's about what remains, the systems, the values, and the impact that keeps paying forward long after you have stopped working. This is what I call the CEO wealth codes. The first wealth code is the Stewardship Code. This is where you manage so you multiply. The second wealth code is the System Code. This is where you build once and it pays you forever. The third wealth code is the Significance Code. This is where you build to impact, not to impress. These, in my opinion, are 3 timeless principles that turns your financial habits into a living legacy. Ladies, today's video is going to be a repeat of things that I share all the time. But sometimes it's those simple things that we need to be reminded of over and over and over again. Let's break this down one at a time, starting with the first CEO wealth code, the Stewardship Code. Wealth doesn't grow from luck. It grows from leadership. And that starts with learning to manage what you already have with excellence. Stewardship means that you don't just earn money, you also assign it. You tell it where to go. You give it purpose. You track it, you respect it, and you treat it like the powerful tool that we both know it is. This is the foundation of financial legacy, because what you manage well will absolutely multiply. Let's talk about the second wealth code, the Systems Code. Ladies, this one is my personal favorite. I naturally think in terms of systems. I want to work hard, yes, but I want to work smart first. The second wealth code is all about the systems you put in place to help you build a business that lasts the test of time. You can't scale chaos. And when you don't have systems, I promise you, you have chaos. If your money depends on you only working harder, you're building a job, not a legacy, not a business. And ladies, my goal for the Power Move Collective is to get you away from thinking like an employee, from building yourself a job to building a real business. And without systems, you don't have a business. Systems are what turns your income into true independence. They automate your savings, your investment, and your profit flow. Systems keep your money moving even when you're resting. It keeps your money traveling and it keeps your business scaling. A true CEO doesn't ask if they can afford it. They ask what systems will allow this to fund itself. That's how you create assets that keeps paying you long after the work is done. The third CEO wealth code is the significance code. This is where you build impact and you're not just impressing. This one is very dear to my heart. And unfortunately, it both serves me and it hinders me. I am so driven by significance that I'm often making really big and lofty goals that end up kicking myself in the butt. I have to break my dreams down and remember we all start somewhere and eventually we build. In this wealth code, your money becomes more than math. Your money becomes a meaning. Significance is about aligning your money with your mission. It's the moment when your profit start to fund your purpose. Whatever that purpose is, and we talked about this a little bit before. Purpose doesn't have to mean something big. Purpose could be, I have more time to give back to my community. Not all of us have to have the Bill Gates Foundation. Some of us can just have something small but meaningful. It could be a cause that's very dear to your heart that you fund, be it quietly or loudly. If you have a platform, right, you speak for a particular cause. For me, the cause of empowering women to grow financially independent is so dear to my heart because I do believe that if you can empower women, you change society. And right now, a new cause that is becoming very dear to my heart is the cause of how we provide for our family. The fact that provision for the past 100 or so years, 150 years, has meant having a job, where for thousands of years, provision meant we were working the land and supplying for our family. Don't get me wrong. I am not delusional. There's a reason why we transition from the agrarian agricultural system into I go to a grocery store and I have a job system. It has a purpose, but can we find a balance? So my new cause is to really begin to figure out for myself what that balance is and to live it out fully. I really want you to hone in that legacy is not about how much you give. It's about how intentional you are in the things that you give. It's not about how big you grow. It's about how deeply you contribute. Legacy isn't a luxury. Legacy is built on leadership. So here is the full picture of your CEO wealth code. Stewardship. This is where you manage it well. Systems. This is where you multiply it smarter. Significance. This is where you use it, that wealth, meaningfully. These are the codes that turns a side hustle into a legacy. And if you keep honoring these 3 wealth codes, your money won't just support you, it will outlive you. And ladies, here is your power move of the day on this beautiful Friday. Write down your wealth intentions. Start with a basic sentence. I'm a steward of wealth that grows through systems and serves with significance. Then list one action for each one of these codes. The Stewardship Code. How will you manage your money better this week? It could be something as simple as you're going to make sure you track your expenses for your business. Simple, right? If you do not have one of these budgeting apps, Monarch, Rocket Money, I will leave the videos where I'm showing you step by step how to use each one over here. We'll make sure we put a video right here for you, okay? Click on one of these videos. I have a whole training on how to use Rocket Money to track your expenses. I have a whole training on how to use Simplify to track your expenses. And I also have a whole training video on how you can use Monarch Money to track your expenses. Ladies, there's no reason why you shouldn't be tracking your expenses. I am not saying that that is a tool that you necessarily have to use. I'm just saying that it helps make things better. In the second wealth code, the systems code, what process will you automate? Your options are up to you. Are you going to automate your onboarding process? Are you going to automate your money management process with one of these apps that I just mentioned? By the way, I don't get paid for it. It just makes my own life so much easier. Third wealth code, significance. What cause or person will you bless when your next profit hits? Remember, you guys, this could be something as simple as you're going to invest. To me, investing in your child's future is part of that significance and that legacy. It could be that you're going to donate to a cause that's important to you. Is it climate change? Is it, like me, is it about empowering women to see corporate America differently and to see financially providing for themselves differently? Is it a cause about protecting children around the world? Right? Is it a cause as simple as serving your church better, your synagogue or your mosque, whatever religion you belong to? I respect all the different religions. This right here is your first wealth manifesto, the mindset and the mission behind your money. I know that this may sound cheesy to some people, but I promise you, when you sit down and you're forced to think through something like this, where you've never thought about it before, it changes you. Legacy isn't built in a day. It is built every time you lead your money with purpose. Thank you so much for joining me today on From Corporate to CEO. If you loved what you heard today, please subscribe to the show and visit us at powermovecollective.com. And if you are ready to start taking action, here are two great options. You can download our free Safe Start Blueprint. It's on our website and the link is also in the description below. However, if you, my darling, are ready to take action and say goodbye to corporate America for good, join us in the Business Plan Mastermind that is kicking off on January 12th, 2026.